Hello, I'm Lyndon Collard. This is Ted Nugent, live Rock Critic 14, live at Penn's Peak, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, August 2011. Ted Nugent is a great guitar player and he can sing. Derek St. Holmes, likewise. Greg Smith moves along on the Fender Precision bass. Mick Brown is a good drummer. I'm going to listen again to Ted Nugent live, I Still Believe. Ted starts out with the Gibson 335, or maybe it is a 345. I own a very similar Gibson ES347 with an acorn head inlay. I'm amazed at what Ted's guitar sounds like. Perhaps Ted is really strong. I cannot fly away like Ted does. Those hollow body Gibsons are Mack truck-like compared to the solid body Les Pauls, which seem fast and sporty. Ted has a collection of hollow body custom Gibsons with abalone inlay on the fretboards and varying headpiece inlays. I'm not sure which are best. I really like the big Turkish cross on my 1970 Gibson Black Beauty. I was watching Nugent's guitars for the Turkish cross, and then I realized I'd seen the Turkish cross head ornament on a blue Gibson SG, paid by the guitar player for the newly formed Cars. The new Cars performed live on Stephen Colbert sometime in the first week of August. They didn't sound like the old Cars I remember. Whomever was singing cannot sing. The guitar licks were very tasteful, and the blue SG with the Turkish cross sounded a lot better than most of the SGs I hear. Derek St. Holmes has the acorn on the Gibson hollow body guitar he opens with, which looks like a 175. Ted Nugent has a chalice with flames or flowers on several of his Gibson hollow body guitars. Later in the performance, Ted plays an American flag Les Paul, and then the speed of the entire band accelerates dramatically. The only flaw I sense is probably not even a concern, nor even discernible to most of Ted's fans. I could be wrong, but Ted sounds slightly flat. Could the Nigerian Rebels tune some part of a tone flat, as Stevie Ray Vaughan is reported to have done? That is the only flaw I could point to with the music. The composition, I don't know what to say. Ted is not trying to be a storyteller. The lyrics are dumb and repetitive, and the yap might even be worse than rap. With that in mind, I took a second look at Nicki Minaj, trying to appreciate her hip-hop stylings. On careful study, she has some interesting storytelling and attitude declaring, and she trips out and transcends the ordinary in her portrayals. Ted is on a Ted and his guitar trip. From time to time, Ted tonally transcends, but generally it is an electric band performance. Be in awe. The best and tightest band. Lynyrd Skynyrd from 2009 just happened to play after Ted Nugent. Oh my, can those old boys play. Ted is playing the tune I thought the greatest music, Dog Eat Dog. I guess the drummer, Wild Mick Smith, is better than good. Ted Nugent calls his tunes Motown classics, but I hear blues. And the excellent, fresh Nugent noodles may have inspired much bland noodling that I found annoying. I still do not like Ted's noodling that much, and there's a lot of noodling. I could not end the guitar critique without mentioning the incredible sounds made by St. Holmes and Nugent's Paul Reed Smith guitars. Just incredible. Is there someone working effects, as I see neither guitarist working effects? If the guitars are being changed so much by simply how they are played, this authentic performance is a tremendous show of musical power. Part of the review process involves looking and listening to other bands who are reputed to be good. I went and looked at Nicki Minaj. Nicki portrays stories and declares attitudes in an art form I would classify as hip-hop, in that she raps and sings. I reviewed Lupe Fiasco some time ago, and I was accused of being prejudiced against rap. The comparison between Nicki Minaj and Lupe Fiasco leaves Lupe looking unartistic, uninventive, and boring. My digital recording of Ted Nugent, I Still Believe, ran long, and I accidentally recorded part of a 2009 Lynyrd Skynyrd live performance. I thought that every aspect of the Lynyrd Skynyrd performance was superior to anything Ted Nugent and the Nigerian Rebels performed at Pikes Peak. I am transported to another place by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Their songs are transcendent. Ronnie Van Zant sings so well and so much, I simply can't believe that somebody's voice could hold out for most of 2.5 hours. Ted Nugent continually raves about himself and his band. It is strange and gross. The flag raising and machine gun waving at the end of Ted Nugent, I Still Believe at Penn's Peak, was truly a low point in rock and roll intellect. I'm amazed that such a good guitar player could be so dumb otherwise. Lyndon Collard, Live Rock Critic 14. Goodbye.